Hello, good evening, good afternoon, good morning and welcome. It's Nurse Richard, the Wax Wizard. Thanks for joining me for our very special episode. I wasn't going to put one on tonight. I normally record them in advance and do them every 48 hours, but I'm going to do a special episode here just because I need a favour from you all, but I'll get onto that in a bit. So you've had like 3 in 3 days at the moment. This is going to go out in between some of the regular episodes. Why is it a special episode? It's not really about the procedure. There's a nice little procedure, bit of a jungle in there, bit of an hard watch sometimes, to be honest with you, because of all the hairs this chap had in here. But it's a special episode because, like I said, I've got a favour to ask you all, and I'm going to share with you. I know some of you like seeing a little insight into what goes on in the Isherwood household, and I'm going to share with you some images and some very special videos of Little Miss Wizard, which is my very talented daughter, and there's a reason for that, and I will get onto that a bit later on, so stay tuned for that. If you just like watching the earwax removal procedures, then by all means turn it off after the end of this one. But for those of you who like seeing something else and something a bit different, then stay tuned, because I think you find it really cute and maybe a little bit inspiring as well. So yeah, this chap came to see me and he suffers with a terrible blockage. He comes quite often because his ear is so hairy. A lot of men's are, and what tends to happen is, as the earwax is trying to naturally migrate out of his ear, it just gets tangled up. In this spider's web, this nest of hair, so it just can't get out. So it just backs up behind it, and it doesn't take long either. Only a matter of months or so, believe it or not. But yeah, not all procedures look aesthetically that pleasing, and we can't help that, unfortunately. These hairs, I don't want to cut them. I don't think it's strictly speaking necessary, but it is very difficult to do ones like this just because of the visibility. It's not quite a stab in the dark, more of an educated guess sometimes, but you have to work out, you have to be quite precise on your focus settings. So so in the distance it's in focus, so I can see what I'm doing. Obviously towards you, the little hairs that you see in front of the camera, they'll be blurred because they're not in focus. If they were in focus, you wouldn't be able to see what I was doing behind them. So like I said, it is a bit tricky and a bit of a tough watch. But those of you who don't mind watching anything, then you won't mind. You'll stick with it. Worth it for this one because this was a ginormous chunk that came out of here, all in one piece as well. So worth hanging around for that anyway. But there's a lot of loose hairs as well in here. Now those could be from these ones just falling in, or it can be from trimming the ear hair. A lot of men do that. The haircuts, clippers, shaving your beard, it just tends to all fly all over the place. Some of you ladies will know if you live with a fella who is a bit hairy, they're always trimming. There's always bits in the bath, in the sink, in the plug hole. I know it drives my wife mad, but her and my daughter both clog up the plug hole anyway with all their hair anyway. They shed more than Labradors, I don't know what it is. But we're nearly out there with this. It's just got a little trap behind that bend, but have a look at this when it comes out. It's a corking chunk. There you go, look at that. Beauty of a thing, that, isn't it? Needless to say, yes, it made a big difference to him. So again, just going to have a little tidy up with the jobs and on. Not that essential to do these kind of ones, but just getting a few little bits away might help prevent it from coming back too soon, because it's just a further barrier for the natural skin migration and getting tangled up in those little bits and then trapped in the hairs as well. So I'm not going to go any deeper than that because that's the bony portion. I'm not going to entertain scraping that away. He wouldn't thank me for it. Nice clean shiny ear canal after that, lovely looking eardrum. So this is my daughter Eva. Like I said, stay tuned. There's a bit of a favour to ask you at the end. As you might know, if you've followed the channel for a while, you'll know she's a very keen gymnast and a very good one as well. Running out of places to hang her medals and to put her trophies and her certificates. That young lady there with her is Jessica Gadarova, is a hero, and she's there with the girls. She's the world champion on the artistic gymnastic floor routine. Absolutely amazing what she can do. So yeah, she loves her, and Simone Biles, big heroes of hers. And this is her squad. And the reason I've put some images of their squad in, and I'm getting onto the favour, you don't have to, this is not compulsory at all. But her squad, they're a bunch of girls who are between 9 and 12 years old. This is the injury that Eva had. Absolutely shocking one. It completely snapped her elbow. And the next few things you're going to see, sorry, I'm getting distracted here, is a few of her routines, a few of her skills that she can do, while I'm going to tell you about this little favour that I'm after. So the girls who are, like I said, between 9 and 12 years old, they're all that talented. They've been invited to an international competition, which is quite rare. This doesn't happen very often because it's quite a high-profile club that she's being trained at. And they've been invited to a competition in Malta, a small island in the Mediterranean, if you know it, where I think there's gymnasts coming from all over the world, some from America, all different parts of Europe. And they're all going to compete against each other. So obviously the parents of these gymnasts, my daughter and my wife, they're going away there for 4 or 5 days. But what they're doing is, obviously they've paid for all their flights, hotels, what have you. But they're doing a bit of fundraising because what they want to do is get the girls some nice kit, some nice training kit, a special edition one. Just to make it, an experience of a lifetime for them, because it's the first time that they've done an international competition. So I thought it'd be nice if we can get them all some matching leotards, some maybe matching tracksuits. So the gym that she goes to, it's a non-profit charity, so nobody makes any money from anything. It's all put into the girls who they train to a really high standard, from beginner to British champions, and. So what they want to do, so they've set up a GoFundMe. I'll put a link at the end of this video. If you want to donate 20p, 5 cents, 1 quid, 20 quid, I really don't mind. But anything would be appreciated, because they're trying to raise funds to give these girls something special. A nice custom leotard and a training suit. So like I said, you don't have to, but I thought I'd share some of these images with you. So that might motivate you to do so. She's such a determined young girl, is my daughter. This is not on a loop, by the way, what you're watching here. It's not to do with gymnastics. Just wanted to show you how determined she is. She went to this Ninja Warrior place and she was in there trying to get up this wall for about an hour, non-stop. That's how determined she is, because to come back from the injury that she did and to get to the level that she's now got to, shows some character, It shows some kahunas, and she is ridiculously determined and very stubborn. Bit like me. I think that's where she gets it from. I know I don't give up on stuff easily, as you've all seen. And unfortunately I've passed that on to her, which can be a good thing, can be a fault sometimes. She's so nearly got it there. Yeah, you were going for nearly an hour, believe it or not. I don't know how she had the perseverance to just carry on, but she did. And there you go, she eventually made it. So like I said, there will be a link to that GoFundMe in the description. I'll also try and put a pop-up somewhere on this video, either at the end, or it may have already been up there halfway through. There's our Eva and her squad. So if we can all club together and get them something nice for this special first international competition this weekend, it would be much appreciated. Like I said, no worries if not. I just thought you might enjoy the video as well, and a few little insights into what we get up to when I'm not in here hoovering people's ears out. But I hope you enjoyed that. Link will be here or in the description. But for now, take care of yourself, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.